Opportunity to meet and hear from two individuals whose lives have been deeply dedicated to service and community impact. Many of us often hear about charitable organizations and social causes, but it is very rare to meet people who have spent nearly 4 decades building institutions and programs that create meaningful and lasting change in thousands of lives. We are here today to learn more about Janaseva Foundation, an organization established in Pune in 1998 with a very simple and yet very powerful belief: Manav Seva Hits Ishwar Seva. Service to the humanity is service to God. For more than 38 years, Janaseva Foundation has worked across healthcare, elderly care, education, rehabilitation, women empowerment, and community development initiatives serving underserved populations across India. The impact of their work has touched countless lives through many initiatives, including free healthcare and medical outreach programs, elder support services through elder line initiatives, education and rehabilitation programs for vulnerable children, nursing education and vocational programs, and rural development and community initiatives. And the impact has been remarkable. More than 30,000 free cataract surgeries, more than 325,000 elder line support calls handled, services reaching 50,000 plus beneficiaries annually, programs extending across 150 villages. But behind these initiatives and impact are the real stories, the real people, and a deep commitment to serving others. So today's event also has been made possible through support and interest generated through BMM's Samaj Ranga initiative, which aims to connect communities with meaningful social and cultural initiatives and create opportunities for engagement and awareness. So we are grateful for the BMM President, Mr. Prasad Panwalkar, and Marathi Kala Mandir's President, Mr. Praveen Patil, who have helped make today's gathering possible. Before we begin our conversation with Dr. Shah and Mrs. Shah, we did like to start with a short video introducing Janaseva Foundation and highlighting its journey and impact over the years. So following the video, we will move into a fireside conversation. So we don't have a fireplace here, but we will have this conversation which will be hosted by Mrs. Aishwarya Harir, and she will be chatting and we'll be hearing more from the personal journey of Mr. and Mrs. Shah. We'll also have time for audience questions followed by informal networking and some refreshments. So once again, thank you all for being here, and let us begin by watching a short video on Janaseva Foundation. Thank you.
Welcome, good afternoon. I think that video gave us a small glimpse into Janaseva Foundation's incredible journey and impact. But behind every organization are people, stories, moments that shape the journey. As Meena said earlier, today we have the privilege of hearing directly from the two people who started and nurtured this mission for nearly 4 decades. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Vinod Shah and Mrs. Meena Shah. Okay, so Dr. Shah, let's start from the beginning. Can you tell us a little bit about your early years? Where were you born and brought up? Where did you complete your medical education? How did your journey eventually led you into medicine and specialization?
At the outset, I'm so glad to be with you. So all our distinguished guests, esteemed colleagues, friends, and especially those who have arranged this program, Maharashtra Foundation and BMM, Maharashtra Foundation, this DC, and then Bina Purne, Aishwarya Harer, Praveen Patil, and then Nian Kulkarni from Baltimore. I don't know, he said that he will come. Then Rajan and Aishwarya, Archana, Rajan and Archana Deshpande is also there. Jayesh Datar is there, and so many. They are related. I think 50% of you have visited our organization in Pune. Almost 50%.
Wow.
Because I met so many people here, including Gala and Vijay Kumar Patel and so many others. So it's really a great honor to discuss and tell you about a few things about the foundation is doing. I am Dr. Vinod Shah. My birthplace is Mahad. That's in Raigad. And then I educated, basic education was in Mandivli and Kelshi. That is in Dapoli, Anzarale, that area, remote place. You might be knowing Kelshi, few of you, because the Devi is very famous. And then I was in AGI school, Dapoli. There, my all legends were there. It started with Maharishi Annasaheb Karve was who got Bharat Ratna. Then Babasaheb Ambedkar was the student of AGI school, again our legend. Then Vaman Rao Kane, all of them they got Bharat Ratna. And even Sane Guruji, even if he didn't get Bharat Ratna, he was more than that, Sane Guruji. And then from AGI school, Dapoli, I was scholar there, but I then got my college education in Ferguson, Pune. So Ferguson College also, I was scholar. I didn't pay any fee there because we are from very average family, very average family. And from there, I went to Vijay Medical College, Sassoon Hospital. And there I was there for 10 years just learning medicine. Basically MBBS, then internship, then post-graduation, then lecturer's post. And then I became even honorary assistant professor. I had almost 18 students who did MD medicine under my guidance. So like that. But then I came, when I started my practice, I decided to help poorest of the poor because whatever education I had in Sassoon Hospital was on poorest of the poor patients. And their relatives in 1966, 67, 68, I am telling, their relative used to eat sukhi bhakar, bread, dry bread with mirchi or chutney for 8 days. And their patients were from Solapur, Kolhapur, Nagar, Nashik, from all over. So that inspired me to help such patients who need medical help. And then when I came on the road, many beggars, they used to come to Sassoon Hospital just for our clinic. We used to have a full clinic. Nowadays, nobody allows to touch and examine like this. But that time we had to do that. And that was done on such patients. So I decided to help these patients, and then because my birthplace was Mahad, I decided to go to Mahad every week to help the poorest of the poor patient from Mahad for 20 years. And that too on every Sunday. And every Wednesday I used to go to Dr. Sharad Shah. You might be knowing Dr. Sharad Shah. He was now he is no more there. Last year he expired, but he treated even Amitabh Bachchan. So he taught me gastroenterology, and then he told me that you better go to USA. Your sister is there, your brother-in-law is there, they are doing extremely well. Why don't you go to? I will arrange everything. So he arranged our visit. Both of us we went to came here, and I was in Cook County Hospital and then in Houston Medical Center for almost 3 months. And after learning all endoscopic procedures and all, I told my sister that I want to go back to Pune only. and I came with endoscope, and an endoscope which I brought, I use it for the poorest of the poor patient. For the first time in Pune city, I started endoscopies, flexible endoscopes, upper GI endoscopy, lower GI colonoscopy, everything in 1982. But then I did on nominal basis, and there is a history behind it. When I brought that scope to the customs, my father-in-law, he came to help us to pay the tax custom duties. It was 1,20,000 those days. And when customs saw in that bag my scope, he immediately asked me, "Are, this is a gastroscope. I did it in last week only in Mumbai, and it costed me 350 rupees. So can you do for your patients in 100 rupees? It's like, yes, I can do even free. So I did free for Sasun Hospital, Kamla Nehru Hospital, Sani Guruji Hospital, all over, and I went all over Paschim Maharashtra to do all these endoscopies in 100 and 200 rupees all over. So he didn't charge me that custom duties. He immediately closed. He said, "My boss will come, but you go." Because you are doing a nice thing. This is the need of the day. That is what he told me. And since then, I am doing these activities.
So you saved 150, no, 1,50,000, something like that, right? No, but from Mahad to Houston and back to India and Sassoon Hospital, is that like a government hospital? That's where you were exposed to all the poor. My goodness, what an incredible journey. So I'm coming to you, Mrs. Shah. Meena Tai, we would also like to hear about your journey. Tell us little about where you grew up, your educational background, and how life eventually brought you into this mission.
I am myself Meena Shah, Dr. Shah's wife. I am with his foundation from the inception of the foundation. I am born and brought up in Jaipur and Kolhapur, and I did my graduation in botany in Rajaram College in Kolhapur. And then after marriage, I came to Pune and settled in Pune with Dr. Shah. And after that, we started this journey of social work in 1988. My marriage was in 1974, and after that, after 14 years, we started this journey. And I am joined with Dr. Shah's work since the inception of the foundation.
So, like being a fellow Kolhapuri, Meena Tai, you know I'm from Kolhapur. Yeah, my blood won't let me stay quiet, sorry. We have to take credit for everything, right, Kolhapuris? So was Kolhapur a secret ingredient in this story? Like, you know how there is a yummy misal, आणि मिसळवरचा कट किंवा तवंग किंवा तर्री, was that Kolhapur? Did Kolhapur do any of it? No, you don't have to. Okay.
This is very personal because everybody likes to eat yummy things, and Kolhapur is famous for that misal, no doubt.
Yes.
I too remember it, and will like to prepare and feed you all, everyone, if I get chance.
Jokes apart, Meena Tai. Anyways, so when Janaseva Foundation started becoming part of everyday life, what was that experience like for you personally?
First of all, my son born in 1987 and Janaseva born in 1988. So it was really tough journey for me at that time. My kids were very small. Dr. Shah was very busy with his all work, social work, and patients. We were very new in Pune also. So it was very difficult for us to settle in Pune in the beginning. And when we started our journey, my kids were very small, and I had to look after whole the family we had a joint family. My father-in-law and my mother-in-law and big family was there. And my kids were small. It was a difficult journey at that time, but very fulfilling and very much. I got very much satisfaction in doing all these things. But I used to take my kids with me on the field when I went to Panche to look after the senior citizen home in Panche. My kids used to come with me and they used to play there in that campus, and I used to work there with my husband and my other trustees. And thus the work was difficult but not impossible if you think that you want to work. I always think that one should not wait for the social work or for donating until he grew old. He grew old, because when you start your work in young age, at that time he was 40 years, I was 35 years old, and we are energetic at that time. We are visionary at that time. So many new ideas come in our mind, and we can execute them with the full force with our energy. And so I will like to tell everyone that don't wait until you get old for the social work. And thus the journey started at the age of 35. Now I am 75. 40 years journey is there, and we are very much happy in doing all these things.
That was a great wait for that opportunity. Yeah, that's great. So I'm coming back to you, Dr. Shah. So Dr. Shah, somewhere along the way, there must have been a moment when you felt like, I want to build something larger than myself. When did you first decide and start Janaseva Foundation? How did that idea come into your mind? And was there any particular incident or experience that inspired you?
Yeah, I can tell you 2-3 experiences. When I started my practice, next day Dr. Sardesai, you might be knowing from Pune, very famous physician. He called me and said that we are having one camp in Saswad. Can you help me in Saswad for attending this camp and seeing the patient? So when I immediately next day of my starting practice, I went to Saswad, and what I saw there is there were more than 300 patients, and out of that 250 were senior citizens. So I just went to everybody and asked him what are their problems. Almost 40-50 were blind. They couldn't see because they need cataract surgery. Then I went to some patients, they couldn't walk, severe arthritis. Few of them, they were having cardiac problems, then few of them, they are having diabetes, uncontrolled diabetes. And in Saswad, there was absolutely no medical help available in that 1977. So then I decided to join JC's organization in Pune. This is junior chambers all over the world. And I became the president of this JC, and I started doing all the activities for the senior citizens, which includes, of course, cataract surgeries, then arthritic checkup camp, then diabetes and BP and cardiac checkup camps, and lectures on various diseases for the senior citizens. And with that, even I started this junior chamber, JCs, in 18 talukas of Maharashtra state. And then I got the award, Development Man of Indian JCs, that time in 1982. And then when we were doing one health checkup camp, cataract operation camp, I called mayor to inaugurate it. Mayor came there, and when we were just walking with the mayor, he saw that 2-3 ladies are crying. So he asked me, why are they crying? So I said, I also don't know, just we'll go and see them. Na? So mayor asked them, Are kya hua? What happened? Why are you crying? So they said that we have come since morning from Bhor area. Bhor is far away from Pune, just for our operation, cataract surgery. And unfortunately, they say that today there will be only 25 operations. So we have to go back now. So what is this? So mayor immediately announced, Dr. Shah, I will give you whatever money you want on behalf of Pune Corporation, and you start every month such camps in Dalvi Hospital. Immediately I ordered Dalvi Hospital. And for that I founded Pune Netra Seva Pratishthan, where Mother Teresa visited. So, and Pune Netra Seva Pratishthan, we even started the cataract surgery. Patient used to stay for 1 week. Now after cataract we can go home within 2 hours, and these are the days where 82 and 83, and we used to have all poorest of the poor patients from the roadside and even from the poor families. And when they used to stay there for 7 days getting done their surgery, and when they used to leave us, they used to tell us, for the first time in our life we had been to a place just like my father and mother. म्हणजे माहेर ज्याला म्हणतो, माहेर हा प्रकार आयुष्यात पहिल्यांदा पाहिला की असं सुख मिळालं आम्हाला. म्हणजे अक्षरशः आम्हाला रडायला यायचं. मग मी आय थॉट दॅट दे वेर फ्रॉम द रोड साईड, सो आय डिसाइडेड की वी मस्ट हेल्प देम, वी मस्ट स्टार्ट ओल्ड एज होम फॉर देम. And there, considering this health, poor health status in Saswad area, I had a patient from Panchet area. He said that I will give you big land if you want, but you start your activities in Panchet area. So we had one big health checkup camp in Panchet area where 1,000 patients they came, and that is in 1989 after founding. And then from that we started our rural hospital and then old age home for 20, and now it is for 200. But in between I got a chance to work with Senate of Pune University. Governor nominated me for 6 years on the Senate, then 4 years another organization, and there I did lot of work. And then there I contested for Medical Council of India. But unfortunately by 4 votes I failed. So Mohan Dharyaji called me there at both of us at his residence, and he said, Doctor, you are doing so much good work for the people in the surrounding. Why don't you have your own foundation? And then where I was working in Pulachi Wadi in Pune city, in front of us, you must be knowing, Janaseva Bhojanalaya. So continuously I used to see Janaseva. So then I decided to start Janaseva Foundation. So that is how we started the foundation. And then how it has increased, there are again few stories, but if you want I can just tell. Or so one story is, I got once we are not helping only aging senior citizen, we help all the handicapped person, we help young beggars also, we help the street children and destitute children. One day when I was working in the clinic, I got a phone that one beggar is there in front of my hotel, and there is my pan shop. Pan shop you must be knowing, pan wala. So he said that I read your name, and this beggar is there since 1 month in front of us, having maggots in his feet. Can you help him? So I said, okay, that is our duty. I will send you our vehicle, our social worker, driver, everybody will come. They will help him. They went there, they gave him some dosa to eat, and then they said that now you don't worry, you just come along with me. And they brought him to my clinic. And then when I got it, there was so bad smell because of that maggots. I came out of the clinic in the door. I examined that patient because so many patients were waiting. And I took blood and everything and sent him to our rehab center. And after rehab center, we gave him lot of proper nutrition, injectable B12 daily, and then all antioxidants and everything. And within 12 days, when I went again to see him, I just asked him, do you know your name or something? You are just begging. What is your age? He said, it is hardly 42 I have completed. do you know your name? Yes, my name is Ishwar. Are Ishwar, did you went to any school? I am become MBA. At the age of 42, become MBA patient, was on the road in that bad stage. I was shocked. Now I asked him, BCom, so where did you do your BCom? He said, my BCom I did in Brahan Maharashtra College of BMCC. So I did it in BMCC. My treasurer, Vardhaman Jain, he also did BCom in same year, 1982-83. So, do you know Vardhaman Jain? Yes. So I immediately called from that center, Rehab center, to Vardhaman Jain, our treasurer of Janaseva Foundation. Do you know Ishwar? Was he your friend or somebody? Yes, he was a scholar boy. He used to sit next to me. So I asked him, how did you come? What is this your position? What happened to you? He said, this all because of addiction. I was in telco company for 12 years, and then because of too much drinks, they threw me away from the compound, and no relative came to see me till today, including family. Nobody came to see. And then I took care of him. I called him to my clinic and our Janaseva Foundation's office daily to help us on computer, because he was become MBA. He did it for 6 months. Daily our vehicle used to bring him from Panchet area to our office, Pune office. And then he was so much become better. I asked him, do you want now to do some service somewhere? Now it is, I have left alcohol now, and I will do somewhere something. And now at present he is manager in one of the company in Pimpri Chinchwad. Wow. So this is how we can change a life of a beggar on the road. So they said there are so many stories. Like the two children, they came at 1 o'clock in Alka Theatre, Alka Talkies area. I was just driving, so they just knocked the door. So I said it's better to give them 10 rupees. So I was taking 10 rupees, but they were just dancing. So I was asking them, why are you dancing? I'm giving you, na. They said, you remove your shoes and socks and just come and stand on this road. I was shocked. That was so heat. So much heat was there. They couldn't stand even on the road without shoes or chappals. Since then, we distributed 5,000 boots in Pune to all the street children. And that is actually, she did it. But then when I told her, immediately we collected 500 shoes from various people, and up till now we have distributed 5,000. This is how we can change the life of a person. There are still few stories, but if I get a chance, I will just tell you. Because these are all
inspiring stories and scary at times, but I am glad that every story has a happy ending because they came in contact with you. So thank you for sharing that. So my next question is to Meena Tayi. Today Janaseva Foundation has grown tremendously. Can you help us understand how the organization works? Tell us a little bit about day-to-day operations, various centers and programs. You mentioned few. How teams work together, donations and grants, strategic initiatives. How does such a large organization function every day?
She manages the whole show.
Like that. Once last year there was one article, one interview was taken by Sandhyanand, and in that article I told them that organizations grow on the work and the donations that people give us. But not only the donations, devotion grows the organization. Devoted people when come together and work together sincerely, then only the organization grows. Because donations can come from the people, small, big, by any amount. But the perfect use or very good use of that donation, proper use of that donation is very important. And devoted people are, gathering of devoted people in the organization is the most important thing. So, while if you want to grow your organization, my principle is that, and my belief is that there should be accountability, very transparency, and ethical management of the organization, which makes the organization bigger and bigger. We work with government, we work with the companies, and CSR. CSR means companies' social responsibilities. And government, we have to submit them periodically. The FUCs means fund utilization certificates, how we use the funds, and the progress report of each and every project. That is very important. And our periodic report and other things that increases the faith of the people in us, in the organization. And the organization grows because of all this teamwork and other people's help.
Great answer. Thank you. So, Dr. Shah, one of the areas that touched many of us while preparing for today's event was the work around the elderly care. Can you tell us more about elderly shelter and support initiatives? What kind of needs do seniors face today, and how does Janaseva help?
All of you know that now aging is a problem, but WHO, United Nations, HelpAge, or even our ministry and our all senior citizen organizations working for the aged people, and even Janaseva Foundation, we have taken it as a challenge. So when you take it a problem as a challenge, that always inspires you. And that has inspired me because I was just seeing so many people on the road and we used to help them. One of my patient, from very good family, he got tuberculosis. He was admitted under my care in Pune hospital. He built his own bungalow. His son and daughter used to stay, all of them used to stay in the same bungalow. And when at the time of discharge, I suddenly got a phone call from Pune hospital that your patient who was there, he expired. So many people, how can this happen? So I asked that sweeper, was you there when he had some problem? He said he was muttering words like this that I will tell you, and then I called sister, but before that he has gone. So I said, what was he telling? He said that yesterday night, my son, daughter, everybody came here, including daughter-in-law. All of them, they said that we are giving discharge tomorrow morning. So you better go to Hotel Shreyas where we will do your all arrangement, but don't come to our bungalow. He said, bungalow is mine, and in my bungalow they said you don't come. So that was shocking to him. So this is now what is happening all over me. Even in India we are commonly seeing such problem. Ekdam recent story I will tell you. 1 month back, I was with one former minister, both of us, we were just gone there to examine him, and while examining I got a phone call in the evening at 7:30 because I closed my clinic at 7. At 7:30 I got a call that doctor, some lady is there, is lying in front of your clinic, in the door only. She is almost 75-year-old. So मैंने बोला, but what is this the time? Now I am out almost 20 kilometers away from my office. How can I help her now? So he asked her, what are you going to do? She said, I will be here till Dr. Vinod Shah comes. Tomorrow morning, I will be here. I won't go anywhere. So then I told her, what should we do? Now she's there lying down. A lady from a very good community. So I told her, so she said probably our manager from old age home is traveling from Pune to Panchet just now through bus. So just call her. So I called that lady and then I asked her, where are you? She said, I am near Sinhagad, going towards Panchet now. So I said, can you help me? You get down from the bus, you take a rickshaw, go back to our center, which is almost 10 kilometers away, and you just contact that lady who is lying in front of me, my office, carry her to our ashram from same rickshaw. And don't worry, our all services for last 38 years are totally free, including dialysis in our rural hospital, or naturopathy, everything, whatever we do, physiotherapy. So I told her, don't worry about the cost and anything. Just take her from rickshaw to Panchet. Panchet is almost 40 kilometers away from my office. She went to the Panchet at 11:30 by rickshaw. And next day, I asked her, what about this lady? She said that she has come all the way from Wagholi by a walk. Wagholi was almost 20 kilometers away from on the other side. So I said, how can she come at the age of 75? But do one thing, first do her medical checkup, just see whether she is mentally okay or not. And because we are having full-time medical officer, full-time ambulance, everything is there, long-term care center, because out of 200 senior citizens, those who stay with us, at least 50, 60, they need long-term care, maybe because of fractures, arthritis, amputations, diabetes, so many things. And basically 25 mentally ill, dementia. So she said that we'll take care, don't worry. After 1 week, her son came from Wagholi area, and he said, I learned that my mother is in your old age home. So I don't know how did she come here, but she was not having good relations in the family, in our family. She was just fighting with my father, and suddenly she came here. And so I told him that please go and help her. No? You can take her home, because our family is our strength. And always I tell them that family that prays together stays together. Why don't you take your mother to your house? He said, no, it's very troublesome. I will pay if you want some 1,000 rupees a month. I said, no, I don't want 1,000 from you where you are accountant in a company. If you want to give, at least give 5,000. So he left, and up till now he never came again. In last 1.5 months. So there are so many incidences touching it. We have to help our seniors. There is no other way to go. And therefore, tomorrow in Philadelphia, they have kept my lecture for the seniors on graceful aging. So that is in the evening.
Since we take care of seniors, and one thing I always worry about, and it's nothing with Janaseva Foundation, it's my observation. Like back home, many people, I always worry about their nutrition. Like many people, as they grow old, even from good affluent families, they don't take care of families, do not encourage them to take care of their teeth, and then they eat very soft food, which is like not really good for them, like not eating enough proteins, nuts and stuff like that. So that is also a concern that I always see. I'm sure you take care of that as well at your elderly care.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so now let's move to children and education initiatives. We have a short film before we start. You gave us little information.
This project initially was called as Street Children Project, but now we have changed the name of that project, and we have given them name of Smart Children Project, because we don't want to remind them every time that you are coming from street, but you are a smart and you are going to be a smarter, and that's why we have changed the name of the project, and now this is Smart Children Project. We used to go for morning walk every day, myself and doctor. Many times I saw some ladies doing makeup on the roadside and preparing their kids for the baking and all. And I used to, my nature is little bit curious. What is going on? What is going on? I went there and asked them, what are you doing? She told me that this is now our time for begging. Then I told her, why you are taking your kids with you? She told that when kids are with us, we get more money. So I told, but what is the future of your child? Then she told, no, this is our traditional business. They are going to be bigger, just like us. Then I asked him, don't you think that you are not doing justice with your kids? God has given us hands to work, not for begging. Teach your children to work hard. They are also working hard. No doubt they are working hard, but they are doing begging. They are not earning by working. So you should make your children independent and you should educate them. She told me, no. Since last so many generations we are doing this, we are happy in this, we are getting enough money, we are not at all unhappy. I am not telling that you are unhappy, but you have to educate your kids. Then I followed her, I went to her place where she was staying, and I saw that she was living in the central place of Pune, behind the Pula Deshpande garden. Hundreds of huts were there, and 400 people were staying in that hut, and more than 100 kids were there. We trustees, 2-3 trustees, and we went again and again there, and we took them to our institution to see our organization, how kids are living there, how they are getting everything, and how they are studying. And I thought that now their mind is changed. Then again I asked, can you give your children to me? I will educate them. They told, no, our children is our heart, they are our property. We can't give our children to anyone. I felt happy. Everybody should think like that only, that children is their heart, they are their property. Then I asked, can you send them to school? I will help you. Then they thought a little bit and said, come tomorrow, I will think over and I will tell. Next day again I went there and I asked, what is your decision? They told that, yes, we will send them, but you have to help us because you are taking our kids from us. They are not going to beg with us, so we are going to get less money. So you have to help us. We told them, yes, we will help you in bringing up your kids, in doing your day-to-day activities and all that. And we sent them in good school, Sani Guruji High School. And the student went there and they studied so nicely. Next year, when I and Dr. Shah were invited there as a chief guest for distribution of the prizes, then we saw that 25%, minimum 25% kids were street children, kids were getting prizes. Of course, it was not in studies, it was in games, it was in other activities, but at least they are having some hunar, they are having some
skill in their body, so that we have to help them. And then I thought, why not? All pockets of Pune should be covered. And we started our work for street children in all pockets of Pune, because we got the confidence that we can change the life of the children. And the project of Smart Children started from that day. We work on 4 verticals. First is education, second is health, third is other activities, fourth is behavior. Only education can't make man perfect. The healthy body keeps healthy mind, and healthy mind can only focus on the studies. So we have to work first on their health and hygiene. So we started working on health and hygiene. Every 6 monthly we do the health checkup camps, and we give them medicines and proteins and proper food, midday meal and everything. Then we send them to the nearby schools and educate them. And our MSW team, there is a team of 25 girls who are working on this project, 5 MSWs, under them the teachers, under them the helpers. They all work on that, all pockets, and they help these kids to get their documents done and send them to school. And because there is a system in India that if the child is 10 years old, he should go to 3rd standard. If he is 12 years old, he should. Whether he is knowing writing or reading, it is not important. It is that age child should get that year. So when they go to school, because they are not knowing how to write, how to read, they go into the depression, and the dropout point comes. Next, after 8 days, 10 days, they stop going to the schools. Then that was the first challenge what I got. Then I started keeping I requested the principal of the school that please give me 1 classroom. We will do, our kids are lagging behind, I know. So we have to catch up that, and we want 1 classroom, we will do the parallel work with you. And we started extra classes in that school, and our teachers used to teach them how to write and read, and then make them capable of understanding what they are learning in their classroom. And thus we have to work very hard and to change the mindset of all these busty people, all these slum people, is the most critical work what we have to do. We have to make their documents, because they are not having their proper documents to get into the admission in the school. So we have to work them very hard. And not only the education makes the man perfect, to increase the personality, to increase the confidence in them, we have to teach them other activities. So we send the sport teachers, we take them to the picnics, we arrange some summer camps for them, the drawing, craft, everything we teach them. And then our counselors go and make the counseling of these kids and their parents and all. And then we judge when the child has come at the beginning of the year, the change whole the year, when we work so much, what is the change we have got in the end of the year. And thus the judgment is taken, and thus we can work properly, and we can guide our kids in this by working on 4 verticals. And this is the way when we work.
I will just intervene. Friends, while she made compulsory to go to school, all the street children. So one day I got a call from Katraj area that one student was coming, one beggar child, lady, used to go to school daily for 1.5 months, and now she has again started begging. So then I said, how can this happen? What is the problem with her? So she said the problem is she used to earn daily 50 rupees, and that 50 rupees she used to go to her father for drinks. And now her father is not getting drink, so he said, don't go to school, just go and begging. So I said, you come here, that MSW student, I called to my office, I gave her 1500 rupees. I told her that let her go to school and daily give her 50 rupees. So that, and that we did it for 2-3 months. And then her father came to know that she is going to school, she has improved lot. But how can this happen when she was begging? And then his father came to know that we are helping the child just to get that 50 rupees. So this is how we can change the life. Now you will surprised to know that all these street beggar children are gone up to engineering. They are now working with Infosys company, Tata Motors, then so many other big companies or ITs, and they are doing really well. They don't go for begging.
My goodness, Meena, there's so many challenges, not just the parents, but the school system, schools, and then creating a infrastructure where these people and providing them sometimes with money so that these children can succeed. Great story too. So, Meena, many people may wonder, if someone wants to support a child from this Smart Children program, approximately what does it cost to sponsor an education and care until age 18?
Every year the cost of
These children cost, really we need $500 for one children, but
for a year.
for 1 year. But we raise it $250 we raise from the philanthropic people, because midday meal is sponsored by them. These generous people, they sponsor the midday meal. So $250 are taken care of. But remaining $250 is the deficit of that part. And $500 for residential child in our hostel. That he stays with us, eats with us, everything to drop them to school, pick up them, and their education care, everything is provided there. For that, there is $500 for each child for 1 year. Yes, for 1 year, for each child. And one can adopt for consecutively for 5 years, 10 years, that the child is in 5th, but I want to sponsor the same child for 5-10 years. Every year he can change one child's life. At least 10 years you have to support the child. So if you can, if anyone suppose that they want to help for only 1 year, they can help for 1 year. If he want to change his life, if he want to help for one child for 10 years, he can every consecutive year he can give for every year.
So next we are going to talk about village development and women empowerment topic. But let's first watch a small video.
Janaseva Foundation adopted a holistic approach to village development, working hand in hand with the local community. To create lasting change, their mission isn't just to provide aid, but to build self-reliant and empowered villages. Healthcare has always been one of the foundation's strongest pillars. For many villagers, quality medical care is often miles away and beyond their financial reach. To bridge this gap, Janaseva Foundation organizes medical camps, healthcare awareness programs, preventive healthcare initiatives, and outreach services. Mobile healthcare units travel to remote areas, bringing doctors, nurses, medicines, and diagnostic services directly to the people who need them the most. Through regular health checkups, maternal and child healthcare programs, and specialized medical interventions, thousands of lives have been touched and transformed. Every patient treated represents a family relieved from suffering and a community made healthier, benefiting thousands of people mostly in rural areas. Janaseva Foundation's village development activities has created more than 20 self-help groups. Janaseva Foundation is not just an institution, but a family, and fulfilling its dedication towards providing quality healthcare to the poor masses. Janaseva Foundation runs the late comrade Govindrao Thapre full-fledged 100-bedded rural hospital that get to the needs of around 50,000 people spread over 50 villages surrounding Ambi Ranwadi of Velle and Haveli Taluka. Janaseva Foundation for last 22 years has been running 2 years of residential nursing school free of cost for 12th pass poor girls from distant remote areas like Gadchiroli, Amravati, Wardha, Gondia, Yavatmal and etc. Almost 1,000 girls from these areas are now employed as trained A&M.
The wonderful work that one of my former students, Dr. Shah, and his wife Meena Shah are doing. It's an extraordinary organization.
The Regional Resource and Training Center India, RRTC, a special status granted to Janaseva Foundation by the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment Government of India. As RRTC, we are providing capacity buildings, training and technical support to old age homes being provided grant and aid by the ministry in the state of Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Union Territory of Diu Daman and Dadra Nagar Haveli and Vidarbha region of Maharashtra. More than 5,000 students have joined the intergenerational bonding program in schools and colleges through Regional Resource Training Center of Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, which is a dream project of the Honorable Prime Minister of India. The Janaseva Foundation, in collaboration with the World Health Organization, has organized a training program named Integrated Care for Older People, which is for nurses, health workers, and medical officers of primary health centers. Foundation has provided medical services to 100 remote villages in Velle Taluka through its mobile medical units, which directly benefits the local villagers under the National Health Mission. Janaseva Foundation is running water hygiene and sanitation programs by distributing water filters, installation of RO plants, and sanitation by constructing more than 2,700 toilets in villages and schools. These toilets were inaugurated by then International President of Rotary International, Rotarian K.R. Ravindran.
But I consider this to be the most vital, important, fundamental project that is necessary for every generation to progress. And you will be amazed at what a set of toilets can do to a nation.
Also, fruit tree plantation is carried out as one of the ongoing activities to make fruits available for seniors from rural villages. During COVID-19 pandemic outbreak, Foundation had provided food to 6,000 people living on streets in the lockdown. And currently, Foundation is providing food to 2,000 street children. The Foundation had provided bedside assistance, free ventilators, oxygen concentrators in rural hospitals. A COVID care center run by Foundation benefiting more than 900 local villagers in the community. Your support is not a donation. It is an investment in humanity. Come forward, extend your hand and help Janaseva Foundation transform lives. One family, one village, one dream at a time.
Village rehabilitation and women empowerment are another major initiative at Janaseva. Can you tell us more about these, how these women are trained and supported toward independence and self-sustainability?
All these girls and women, they are not living in our hostels. We are picking them from their pickup points. It is not easy to reach up to our hostel for all these trainings and all. So we have to keep one pickup point where these ladies wait for us. Our driver goes, our car goes, and they pick them up. Our bus goes, and we pick them up to, and we make a batch of 20 to 25 girls at a time. These girls they come here, and they are trained in our institutions. There are bakery courses, tailoring courses, embroidery courses, ari work courses, beauty parlor courses, and for children there is plumbing and electrical repair, maintenance, and all courses. We do all these courses in our hostel, in our institution, and for this the transport is arranged, and everything is free of cost. Trainers come there, give them training, and now they have become self-sufficient. Many driving courses are also taken care of. Nursing, there are 16 girls which have come from various remote places to us, and they are given A&M course for the nursing. You know how much scarcity of nurses is there, and so all these we spend at least 1.5 lakhs on one each girl, and these girls are trained, and they get the placements in all the hospitals before they pass. Before pass out, they get the jobs, and thus the skill development program is carried on. Yes.
Now recently we have started skill development in all the areas, including plumbing, electricity, or gardening, automobile, everything. And then we have a skill development vehicle. And then you will be surprised to know that MIT students, they come with us, and then they inspire our street children to come and have their education in skills, various skills, so that they will earn immediately. So this is how now, just to develop samskar or culture on the students, all RSS people from Pune area, they joined us, and they send at every place their persons with our ambulance, and they go there and they teach us what is culture and how you have to behave, not only in our hostels but on the road also. So this is something great, and only one little story I will tell. One student, almost he was having some education in Alandi area. पाठ म्हणतात ना आळंदीला ते देव गणपतीचे तिथे ज्ञानेश्वरांच्या समोर. So he came to us with his mother and his sister. His sister was little. He was around about 8 years old. Sister was 6 years old, and mother was mentally deteriorated. So they all of the three we kept in our hostel, and you will surprise that ultimately we did marriage of that girl, and she provided all the help, including money and everything, and she is doing extremely well. Her husband is in now a big company, and this student who was with us, he did MA in Veda, and now he gives that Vastu Shanti. He does Vastu Shanti at various places in Mumbai. Wow. And he has earned so much that he is having his own flat and own car. So last month only he forwarded his photo of his car. So anything can happen if we help somebody.
Not each and every child can go for the graduation and does engineering and medical or graduation and all that. So there is dropout point. So we encourage them that you have to complete pass your 10th, because without passing the 10th degree, you can't go for any skill development diploma or anything. So they have to pass out for the 10th. After 10th, we encourage them that you go for ITI course, for electrician, for 2 years, the 2 years, 6 months, 2 year, 1.5 years, small courses are there. We set them for their skill development, because they are not that smart that they will get academical career. So we have started the encouraging kids for skill development, and they have to pass, but they have to pass their 10th. Without that, there is no way they can go for these diploma courses. And for that, we have started, last 5 years, we are working more on this project.
Basically teaching them to live life with dignity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. And also I was reading, or I think I heard a video of you guys about women empowerment, that girls from these tribal villages coming and getting their nursing degrees and going back and helping in their villages. That work was very touching. I really liked it.
Just share one little story. These tribal villages, you will surprise, two girls were just wandering on the road and they were not knowing what to do, and I asked them, from where did you come? They said from this prostitute area of Pune city, from Budhwar Chowk. Then I said, why are you just going here and there here? They say, we also don't know, but we don't want to go back to our area, in that prostitute area. So I said, okay, then join our organization. And to your surprise, both of the ladies, they joined. They did full nursing with us, and one of the nurse married with my PA, who was on the computer. And both the girls are now having fantastic life. So this is how we can change the life.
Great stories, Dr. Shah. You can just sit here listening to all your stories. They're so inspiring. So, Dr. Shah, after building all this over nearly 4 decades now, what is your vision for Janaseva Foundation going forward? What are your top priorities over the next few years?
Actually, we want to increase this work for the street children, means make them smart children, because they are badly in need, even in Pimpri-Chinchwad area, and now in Mumbai also we see, because my daughter is there, she stays in Mumbai in Madala area, so there also she says that we should help these street beggar children. So we want to increase that work, because we have changed the life and we are so happy. I always say everybody that living life of giving is very important. Awards and rewards, these are just the milestones in the journey of our life. What is important is happiness that you get when you do something, and that is how we now want to change the lives of even aged people. So in Pune also we are having century clubs for the first time in India. We are having daycare centers. We are having regional conferences of senior citizens. We are having IDOP programs which are at national level. 3,000 seniors, they come and enjoy. So this is how we want to increase this. We want to increase the interest of living of senior citizens, because most of them, many times they just wander, they are lonely, they are in depression, and they don't know how in the family they are not respected, there is no intergenerational bonding, these grandchildren are not speaking with them. These are all problems, and now I am working on this. I am working as an expert on this, on United Nations, WHO, HealthPage. I am on the ministry for 18 years for how to develop this aging, improve the life of senior citizens. So this is how we want to increase that. You will surprise, once we educated 227 handicapped children, handicapped youngsters, and out of that, handicapped youngsters were just remotely staying somewhere in Maharashtra state. They came to us, they learned with us, and then now out of that 187, they are working in companies. They were not knowing that we will do something in our life. So this is how we can change the life.
So now the most important question. So how can communities like ours help? How can people sitting in this room participate and contribute?
I always tell that three things are there. One is treasure, there is time, and third is talent. Not necessarily every time you can get treasure. Now this young student here sitting here, Shed, he can also call, whenever he comes to India, he can visit to our place. He can talk to our the street children and smart children and inspire them to learn. So this is how anybody can do any work. So this is you can coach and mentor the students, then spend few hours even on online. From here also you can spend some hours, because the students who are doing their UPSC and MPSC and getting admission for these big government posts, they need that support. So if suppose you can anybody expert in such things, those who become IAS there, you just inspire this on online also. You can teach them something, some good things, computer work, IT work, so that they will be benefited. Lot many benefits will be there. Then you can learn series of for learning series for our seniors and kids and students, and engage your companies. You will surprise, many foreign companies are helping us, like Merrill Motherson, Accenture, Cognizant, ThyssenKrupp, Union Bank of Switzerland, then Kubota Japan, then Syngenta, then Orlikon Balras, then Trump Foundation. Your Trump Foundation is helping us. Yeah. Then One and Minors of USA, then Numerator Company. And you will surprise to know, one day Consul General of Japan called us and he said that you are working for the destitutes. We are interested in helping the destitute children. And he came, he saw, and he immediately gave us 45 lakhs. And he called us in consul, there is a consular's office in Mumbai. All trustees, we went there and we got that check. So that is how anybody can help us. Those who are related with companies, you can tell them. One of my friend, his son is here, classmate, Abhay Kankriya. He last month he forwarded some 21 lakhs to us. I asked him, how can you give 21 lakhs to us? He said, it's very easy. I gave only $7,000, but Apple company made it $21,000. So they give 3 times more, and Apple company forwarded us $21,000. So that is how you can help the people, not necessarily Janaseva Foundation. Those, they are doing lot of work, other also institutes, and so if you decide, you can definitely help them.
So, Meena, many of us travel to Pune frequently. If someone here wants to visit Janaseva Foundation centers the next time they are in Pune, what is the best way to do that? Can families, students, maybe talk a little bit about it, but if anybody like families, students, volunteers want to visit and they want to see this work firsthand, is it possible?
Yes.
The thing is, anybody can visit. Many of them they have visited. So we arranged trips for their trip to our old age home, to our destitute center, everywhere. The thing is, more than 25 students from all over the world did internship in Janaseva Foundation. Then almost 10-12 students of BJ Medical College did their internship in our hospital, and they are working in America. One of my student is Dr. Swaminathan. He is there in Mount Sinai Hospital as the in charge of aging. He wrote a book there in that hospital, and he wrote one article, Mentors in My Life, 4 mentors in my life. And he showed me the book. The first mentor was Dr. Vinod Shah, because he worked with us for 6 months. So this is those who have worked with us are now in Australia, those they are in Dubai. And एकदम surprise to you is a student from North Carolina, Duke University, came to us. She studied with us for 6 months and did her PhD. And then her all papers were published in national and international journals. So she stayed with the senior citizens and villagers for 6 months from Duke University, North Carolina. One of the students, he came when he finished his 10th standard. He was there for 3 months, and then now he had done cardiology, and he is working in now Atlanta as a cardiologist. He came from USA only. So there are so many examples. They can come and learn and do something for the foundation.
Okay. Thank you so much. So thank you, Dr. Shah and Mrs. Shah, for all your answers. Thank you for sharing your incredible journey and experiences with us. I think everyone here can agree that today we heard not just about an organization, but about a lifelong journey of service. So when I initially spoke with Dr. Shah, he mentioned that he's been doing social work since the very first day of his career. So from the beginning, he's dedicated himself to it. He also told me that he hasn't taken a day off. He works every single day, Saturday, Sunday, no matter what. So I know when you're truly passionate about something and you love your work, it stops feeling like work. You can give it your all, day and night. Many of us just pray for that kind of a purpose, a work that never tires you out. So Dr. Shah and Meena Tayi, I'm so happy that you identified and found your purpose and so early in your life, and you could work towards it passionately. Congratulations to both of you and best wishes to you. So now we would love to open the floor for the questions from the audience.
That's great. I don't think I really knew so much about Janaseva Foundation, so it's amazing, and म्हणजे मला तुम्हाला आता नमस्कार करायची पहिली आता इच्छा आहे, जी मी नंतर करणारच आहे. माझा प्रश्न असा होता that when you are talking about donations, so the thing is, what is the right now the need of the foundation, the volunteers or the donations? What is the top priority right now?
We want both. Volunteers is also our strength. When we get good volunteers, we go approach so many other people on the road, even beggars also, and then children also, and even handicapped people also. So volunteers are there just to educate our street children also. So there are so many volunteers, they can come and help our senior citizens in their day-to-day life for a few days at least. So that is how volunteering is very important. That is the need of the day. Money is there, and money we do want because we spend crores of rupees. But you will just, I will tell you a single story. One patient came to me and he got examined, and then he asked me, "Are you wanted to start your destitute center for the destitute hostel for the girls. At present you are having combined for male and female. But government gave us a notice that you cannot do this. You have to have a separate girls hostel. But then that last 2 years you are just talking, but you can't do anything." So मैंने बोला, अरे it takes nowadays, it's too costly. So he said, "Can you give me your letterhead?" I said, "You can take this my letterhead." He wrote something 5 lines on that. He said that you just sign. I will send it somewhere. After 8 days, I asked him, "What did you do with that letter?" He said, "I also don't know. I just wrote it to Rahul Bajaj ji for Bajaj company, and I put it in the post box. But after 10 days, I got a call from Bajaj company. Ki, "Arey, you are doing extremely good work and you are now want to construct a hostel." So Rahul ji said, "Help them in whatever ways you can." But he said that go and see at least their center. So when should we come? I said, "You can come just now or tomorrow morning or tomorrow anytime." They came, they saw, and Rahul Bajaj gave us 5 crore rupees. So we can get funds also, not necessarily we are having Desai brothers, and then so many. Patel is here, so he's Kailas Mami.
She is my niece.
Your niece. Every year she donates. Every year. There are so many people there just looking at our work that give some donation, and then we use it, as she said, meticulously. We don't take anything out of that. No trustee is interested in any money whatsoever. So this is very important.
At the first I told you, donations and devotion, both need. Volunteers gives devotion and you give money, that is donation. Both are very equally important for us.
Any more questions?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So for the Street Children project that you have, the Smart Children project, how many children do you have right now, and what's your ambition to grow that?
At present, we are at 2,000 street children on the road. Out of that, we are just giving lunch to only 1,000. And then that also we want to increase. But then from 2,000, we want to increase it to even up to 3,000 also. Because that is the need. I don't know the future of our India, but unfortunately, lakhs of street children are there in India on the road. And if you cross across, you will see that.
I want to tell you one thing, how I inspired for this street children work. Once when I heard the speech of our Prime Minister on TV, that India is going to lead the whole world because it is going to have a very great chunk of youth with us. And after 10 years, India can be developed country. My mind started thinking that how many people are living in urban area, how many in rural, how many in the good state, how many on the road. Then I got that statistic that 50% of our children are living on the street or slum. No one is there to guide them. No one is there to show them the path, how to grow, how to develop their lives, how to educate, how to get educated. And then my mind started, we have to work on all these 50% of area, because we all people are well-to-do people. We guide our children, we spend money on them, but there are no educated parents for all these street children, no money with them. And if we will not help them, after 10 years, what will be the scenario of the India? It will not be our help, it will be, they may get addicted, they may get destroyer of everything or anything, or if we will not guide them, it will be disaster in India. And so it is our duty to work on all these children who are on the street. And at that time I decided we have to work for the street children, we have to make them smart children, we have to show them the path. So that's why this is the need of the day. We have to do more and more work. We don't know the number, but we want to work more and more on all these deprived children.
Lastly, I will just tell you one thing, the problem of India at present. You will be surprised. Unfortunately, politics is criminalized. Politics is criminalized, and this is
Bureaucracy.
bureaucracy is corrupt. Even we are not getting funds for our children. Those we are working for last 25 and 26 years. We don't get anything from the government. They gave hardly some money for nursing and for aging population, the senior citizen. So it is very, because there is a lot of corruption. So not everywhere, but bureaucracy is corrupt, politics is criminalized, environment, all of you know, is polluted, and children are drug addicted. That is the worst thing at present even in India. And then self-ego is inflated. So we don't know from where we have come, where we will be going. Nobody knows, but self-ego is inflated, so that should not happen. You should go inside and try to learn who are you, from where have you come, and where you will be going. So ultimately spirituality helps us, and that is what I do every day. Thank you.
Sorry, I just so my dad, he was a chairman for the NGO in Kolhapur for the deaf and dumb. So they used to get kids from villages to come study. They used to help them with getting a hearing aid and all of that. But it's a very small NGO. They struggle with funds. So does Janaseva help NGOs like this?
We don't do much work for deaf and dumb children. Few of them, they have stayed with us, and even they married also. The girls married and they are having good life also. Deaf and dumb girls. But we help our senior citizens to have these hearing aids. We distribute free hearing aids to our village and poor senior citizens. That we do.
Thank you. And I'm sure that many of you still have questions. Is it on? Yeah. Yes. So I'm sure that many of you still have questions, and as you can see that Meena Tayi and Dr. Shah are as well excited to answer all those questions, but in the interest of time, we'll keep those questions for networking event,
Yeah.
and I'll give it to Jayesh now.
Oh, introduce yourself.
Many of you already know I'm Archana Deshpande, and I'm related to Dr. Shah and Meena Tayi as well.
Well, what an inspiring story, isn't it? In fact, I didn't know much about Janaseva Foundation until now. But thank you for making the time. It's truly my privilege to be here today, to have attended such a impactful and meaningful event with all of you. As we come close up today's program, on behalf of entire organization and the BMM and committees here, Archana, Aishwarya, and Beena as well. So thank you so much for taking time and spending an afternoon with us. Thank you for your presence, your attention, and the warmth you brought us with you today. I'm especially thankful for Dr. Vinod Shah and Meena Shah for traveling all the way here, opening their hearts, and for not sharing not just the story of Janaseva Foundation, but your personal journey as well. 4 decades of quiet, steadfast, and selfless service. Today we heard a lot of numbers, thousands of surgeries, children supported, elderline calls answered, villages reached. But I want to pause on something. Numbers tell us the scale, they don't tell us the soul of it. Behind every surgery, a family is given hope. Behind every child supported, a future that almost wasn't. Behind every call answered, a person who felt seen. All of it flowing from one belief that Dr. Shah and Mrs. Shah have lived by for 40 years. So thank you so much for your service. Several of us already asked how we can help. So there are several ways Dr. Shah and Ms. Shah shared. Sharing the story, volunteering, giving financial donations. So all of that is important, and every dollar is intentional, every contribution has a face behind it. I hope today was not the end of the program. I hope it was just beginning of something. A relationship with Janaseva Foundation, if you may, a reconnection with the communities we come from, and a commitment, however small, to be part of something larger than ourselves. Dr. Shah and Mrs. Shah, thank you for all your work in the community. Thank you BMM and Samajang Initiative. Thank you Meena, Archana and Aishwarya for your help, and obviously each one of you for showing up, for listening, for caring. That matters more than you know. Thank you so much, and feel free to enjoy some refreshments. Talk to Shah, Dr. Shah and Meena Shah, and thank you again for coming.
I also thank you all for your patience hearing.
We love your stories. We have to meet again.
So let us have.